The time has arrived. Death Battle Ash versus Yugi. I have been tweeting about this for a while now, since I found out. I literally cannot wait. So, until the video actually starts playing, I will see you all then.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself!
Huh! Okay!
Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto.
The biggest question from the playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
He's Liz and I'm Boomstick.
And
Come
it's our job to
on,
analyze
it's gotta
their
be
weapons, armor,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
and skills.
Oh,
Find
he
out
has
who will win.
three
A
mons
death
out
battle.
at the same time? Three Pokemon? Three Pokemon,
This is
okay.
Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
Or was
All
it
the
four?
kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in
can't
like
remember.
Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon
Okay,
master. Though he
age
didn't really
10,
know what that meant.
425
How about
plus,
taking down your
plus
rivals to be
years,
the
yeah.
very best, like no
Bunch of
one
key
ever
items.
was. Better than Gary
Okay,
and
so
his
we are
dumb
including the
groupies.
Z
Well, Ash
moves
knew he'd
and
find his
Mega
answers at the
Evolution
Pokemon
and
League
the
So we'll hook them up
Dynamaxing.
with the electric mouse, Pikachu. And wait, he's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot.
Yeah.
The new duo had a rocky start, but after
Oh.
an intense first day together, the rest,
Yeah.
as they say,
The
is history.
25 seasons,
Heroes.
over 1,200 episodes.
Yeah, that's a
and the
lot of
cornerstone
anime,
of-
and
We should
that
note
was
we
his
are
last
prioritizing the anime that
time
Ash is from,
in the
which often differs from the
Galar
original games that inspired
region.
it.
And yeah,
Ash
there
is
are
equipped with tons
differences
of
between the
Pokeballs
video
and
game and
all-knowing
the show.
Pokedex,
I
voltage, and you'll
wonder,
regret it.
because of
Even
this
ground types that
battle,
would be
will he
immune
be
to electric
limited
attacks
to
in the
his
game?
best
Can't stop with
6
this Pikachu dishes
mons?
out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after
Probably
repeatedly
is.
getting zapped by this same
We have
electricity.
seen
Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle,
Pikachu
Electro Web, Electro
in
Ball,
battle
and
battle
Pikachu, use
before,
Thunderbolt.
but I
Perfect
don't
attack for
think
outgoing
it
flamboyant
was
thieves and air
a
balloons.
it was a
Looks like
version
they're
up
blasting
to
off again.
Generation
So
5.
clearly
I
the
don't
anime
think
doesn't
they
follow
were
the game
using
rules. Like when Pikachu
that
shot
one. So
himself with his own
course, there's thunder
while on
armor.
Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to
Which
deflect attacks by just
might
spinning really
happen?
fast. Whee!
we might see
Speaking of
that,
fast,
but
and his
he is
Iron
limited
Tail
to
really
4
pairs well with
moves.
Ash's offensive
Remember
style.
that.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great
I'm
philosophers
sure
put it,
Yugi
if it
will be
works,
able to
is
work
it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic
around
and brought them new allies. Misty,
around
Brock,
him.
Serena,
I'm
just to name a
pretty
few.
sure.
Underneath the
But if he needs them, they'll all come running.
water types like Squirtle
So
and
if he
Lapras are key
needs
in
them
seafaring
all, they
fights,
will
and
come
Ash can
running.
combine their water attacks with
So
Whaley's Ice Beam.
One time, his
assuming a
weasel got
Tim
frozen while
isn't
using
gonna
Aqua Jet,
invoke a
which is
shadow
fine.
game,
Now he's using Ice
he
Aqua
might have
battering
access to
ram.
every
Grass types
single
like Bulbasaur and
Pokemon
Torterra
possible.
induce status effects and heal with
And
synthesis.
he doesn't
But
have
sometimes
to
a menace.
orient
Yeah, so you got a big,
his
scary
like
dark
best
ride. Eat this
Pokemon mon,
leaf
like
blade,
that
victim.
guy,
Or that's what I
Sceptile.
would say if
Freaking
Tobias didn't
Tobias,
actually
freak
replay
you,
freaking
man!
Latios. You're
Action
gonna win, poor
replay,
kids.
but Tobias.
Just did the localization.
Sorry,
They
my
didn't write
bad.
the show.
They just get me heated.
I remember
Almost
that
as much as
episode.
Infernape's flare
That
blitz.
was
Then I'll
hype.
set my Inferno to overdrive,
Infernape
get my revenge, and
is
Incineroar.
one of the
Ash
best
had a fiery
mons
passion for reaching the top
in terms of
ASAP.
non-legendaries.
Charizard wasn't.
Yeah.
Nice lesson, but one he needed.
Yeah,
Ash
the
started
show
bonding
never
with Pokemon
wanted
at a deeper
him
level, and that
to be a
friendship
Pokemon
motivated them to
master
dodge
until like
Even if you have a Blastoise
the
like Gary, Ash will call for the most
Galar
unexpected
era.
signature move.
Until
Nice
then,
big toss.
yeah,
The
Ash
people
has
solo a
never been a Pokemon
Charizard's so
master.
strong, his flamethrower melts boulders.
I mean,
The
until then.
Pokemon-
Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as
So we
wide as
are
an island.
using
Gotta catch 'em
the
all.
video
Serpent,
game,
Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy,
Poke-
Lycanroc, Palpitoad,
Pokedex
Torkoal, Snivy.
With new
entries,
regions, 4 new
which
flying types like Pidgeot.
I don't
Land
know,
Ash's
Chief.
physical
That's
offense
gonna
like Velma and
vary.
Crocodile. And Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone.
Oh,
but
that
mainly Piplup.
yeah, that
On
that was
physical, Look
something.
at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a
Yeah,
ton. Oh, and this huge log
that's,
that's basically a whole tree. He chucked it
Oh,
like it was nothing.
man.
Ash can choose his own hands.
I
if he
have my
wants,
own
and he
thoughts
does a
about
lot.
that, but
Maybe his
you know
secret
what?
is
If
watching
like the feats are
Minnesota
there, the
Vikings.
feats are
Resilience is
there.
Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home
Oh.
who mind boggles you with reflect.
Yeah,
Light
Ash's
Screen, and Psychic.
dad. bad
That
because
Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught
Yeah,
in a Pokeball.
that.
It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This
that's going to
jackal
be
excels at
interesting
CQC,
how
shoots steel
that
beams
might
and aura
match
spheres. And
up
with Mega
in the
Evolution,
battle.
Lucario-
A Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros, and he keeps hugging them.
Are the
Ash,
Tauros actually
they're bulls.
gonna show up
Genuinely loves
in
his
this
little guys. But boy, does it suck to see him
in this
lose
battle?
the Pokemon
Okay, that
over
would be
and
an
over
interesting
again. Kid, just turn the head backwards and lock
way
in.
to
Ash's
counter
strength is
the
not in battle theory,
infinite
but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone.
Karibo.
With Greninja,
That would
Ash
be
learned to synchronize their senses and
interesting.
movements, transforming
Oh,
him
and of
into
course there
Ash
is
Greninja.
Battle
It comes
Bond.
with a huge power increase, but there's a
That
catch.
was like
Ash shares Greninja's
his
pain.
version
Ash
of
full price to pay for the
Mega
ultimate water shuriken.
Evolution
Ash
at
Greninja ran the
the
ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And
time
just a normal Gardevoir can
before
conjure
he
black
even
holes.
had
Ash's
access
Pokemon and
to,
teamwork get
you know,
along like rice
Mega
balls and
Lucario.
jelly-filled- Yeah, don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no! Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, 4Kids.
Boomstick, 4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after
You
his loss
know,
at Kalos,
to be fair,
Ash
it was a
traveled to
very
Alola and beyond
awesome,
to
like,
train.
fight.
Thanks to
It
some
was
really
like the
delicious soup,
anime
his new
type-
Gengar Gigantamax.
type
Gengar.
matchups
He
shouldn't
hunts
really
foes with
matter
G-Max terror,
in
or
a
even swallows
show
them up.
where
It smells
where
nasty in there.
like
Ash and
action
Pikachu also scored
matters.
a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power
But
ring,
yeah,
some
there
JoJo
was
poses,
some
and
big
Thunderbolt will evolve into
but I have
10
seen,
million-volt Thunderbolt.
but
This
I have
Rainbow
seen
Lightning
like
is
the
their ace.
Alon
You see
shows,
this
and
coming?
honestly,
You're
they
cooked.
are hype.
Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper,
if-
and Solgaleo
if
is basically the
Yugi
Sun God, a legendary Pokemon whose
pulls
Sunsteel
out
Strike lights
Raw
up the universe.
and uses
Ash got
the
a gun in
life
his bag for just being a nice
point
dude.
to
Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends
transfer.
band together, they can halt Dialga's
Could that
roar of
Pikachu
time,
actually
and Dialga
beats
literally controls
him
the
that
concept
way?
of time. Is there a legendary
That's some
Pokemon he
food
hasn't
for
befriended?
thought.
But it all
I'm
started with Pikachu,
little
so
bit
it was gonna end with Pikachu.
skeptic
In
there
the
because
Tournament
it
of
is an
Champions, and
Egyptian
Alon,
god, so
Ash faced the
there's
number one
that.
trainer. Finally,
Yeah,
after
this is where
3,000
Ash
years,
actually
we're free.
wins. I haven't
4Kids
seen it
let my
personally,
boy win.
but
yes.
yeah, this is the
Ash
end
did his
of
best,
Ash's
and he had no regrets. Now
journey.
free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed
And of course, got the
Ash
new
realized
anime.
that to
Haven't
him,
seen
a
that really,
Pokemon
but
master was someone who was
that
friends
aside,
with every
Ash has
Pokemon.
a few
So he
things
and Pikachu threw a stick
for
in the air
him.
and
So that's Ash, and he has some feats. It's just a little bit
If you wanna travel the
skeptical.
world.
All right, time for Yugi.
Many a theorist have tried to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
time travel? The divine hand?
Yes.
Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Actually,
Egyptians
aliens
played
isn't
games
wrong.
with sorcery. These magical
Aliens
ceremonies punished
isn't
dark hearts
wrong
with
because of
swift
the
death.
Barians
The Shadow
and the
Game.
Ash
no whiz,
Scrolls.
they were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow
Because of
Games was
4K,
lost across time.
it's
and the
really
pieces
hell,
of the
like
Millennium
actual
Puzzle. It's said
American
the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern
Christian
day,
hell,
Yugimoto
it
reassembled
makes
it
sense.
and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpop's game shop.
But little did he know that completing the puzzle would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Yami.
It's a
always
10.
willing to lend
It
Yugi a
is.
hand,
It is
and
a
always on
10.
demon time
Sorry,
while
you just
doing
gotta
so.
point
He's
that out. It
anime
is in
jigsaw.
Yami.
Yami wants to
It is
play
a 10.
a shadow
And they're
game.
showing
Further,
manga
it's Riddle Air
panels
Hockey
and
Duel
also
Monsters.
the
It's a
also
summoner's war.
season
Time to
0
send
a
monsters
little
to the
bit.
graveyard.
Yep.
Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul.
In
or
the
infamous
original
Mind
manga
Crush.
Millennium Puzzle does far more
panel,
than
he was
force
actually
imagination.
set
It
on
brings
fire.
monsters to
Arson.
reality, forms barriers, manipulates
Dark
probability,
Yugi
and
makes
seals away spirits.
like
You
sense,
can't
and all
buy
of these
this.
abilities will
It and 6
probably
other
be
Millennium items are juiced up by
included in the
Despite
actual
Yami's
battle.
retribution, Yugi wasn't
Guaranteed.
aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in
Yeah,
with enemy Millennium
amnesia's
Ranger Dark Bakura,
something.
Oh, and Exodi. Oh, There they go.
Okay, if Yugi's
They might
deck
not
is so
include
good, why isn't
Exodia
it the
because it
meta?
would be
Put me
too
in, coach.
easy,
Face my
if I'm gonna
2,000
be
card
honest.
deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever
It would be
strategist.
too
His style works
easy
best
to,
at
like,
maximizing
in-
use of so-called
Include
terrible
them
cards.
Yeah, cool story,
Exodia,
Wiz,
maybe.
but what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's
So they
got
are
aiming at his dome?
including
Simple. Summon
the
monster card
Egyptian
Karibo
gods
and have
in
it
this.
multiply. With a 1,000
We will
strong
probably
meat
see
shield,
it.
a dragon's
Okay,
breath, and a gentle
interesting.
breeze. Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds.
Time
a local
Wizard
area of
could
time,
definitely
turning monsters to
do
infants or
some-
wizards into wise
Some
sages.
crazy
Speaking of
things.
He often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic.
Oh yeah,
sword.
I
Now
mean,
that's thinking with
like
There's support
technically you
monsters
do
too.
not
Hannibal
need
Turtle is a bot with a
need,
cannon
like,
that literally
the
launches
two,
other
but
monsters. And
for-
when Yugi
for,
comboed
like,
it with
visuals,
Gaia
it
and
makes
Swords
sense.
of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress.
Yeah,
Wait,
some of
that's
the
not how the card
dualistic
game works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over
kingdomisms
anything
are
else,
really
which
gonna
can differ
be
from the real world card.
included
Yugi
in
also has
in
tons of
this.
spell
Yeah,
cards.
like the whole
Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen
fusing
friend.
a
Turn jump is a
monster
time skip, and Pot of Greed lets
using
Yugi draw
the
2 more
arrow, which
cards,
is like
Pot of
literally
Greed, which lets him draw 2 more
super
cards, like-
polymerization
He has more
before
trap
it
cards to
even
level
like
the field.
happened.
Like Dimension-
Yeah,
and
he
nothing could
has
stand in
some
their way. Not even
goated
the game's own
things.
creator,
Very
Pegasus.
situational,
Get this,
but
Pegasus
pretty
can read
goated
minds. So in their duel,
nonetheless.
Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other
Oh
to
yeah,
pick up on the
that
strategies they
happened
left
during
behind. And the
Dualistic
Mind Reader was
Kingdom
stumped.
to
Yeah,
counter
they cheated.
Pegasus,
No, Pegasus
but
was
that
reading
that
their
only
minds.
lasted
Regardless,
for so
Yugi and
long
Yami
until
are
the
an
Shadow
excellent
Games
dueling pair.
happened.
Yami-
Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors,
Yeah.
and cities.
And all of this power
Yeah.
culminated in Battle
Yu-Gi-Oh!
City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Because Kaiba
Monsters
really
are
wanted
pretty
that
nutty
salty run back against his rival.
Salt only
like
surpassed
they're
by Yami's biggest
they're
hater,
probably
Merrick,
more
who wanted
powerful
the 3
than
Egyptian god cards to take him out.
than
These cards were slightly
your
the Electric
average
Dragon, Ra,
Pokemon,
the God
really.
Phoenix,
And then the
Obelisk, who
Egyptian
strikes with the
gods
power of
happen.
infinity.
I
So
wonder
Yami and
if
Yugi kept
they're
dueling on
gonna.
in a battle city that never wants to end. Or
I
stop bullying Joe.
wonder,
But to claim
are
the
they
Egyptian
gonna
gods,
use Battle
Yugi and Yami had to face them in
City
duels, pulling off some
Dualistic
ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling
Kingdom
Slifer,
or
they used
a
a handful of weak
or
cards to
a
create an infinite combo of attacks that
hybridization
went past the
of
god's
like
limits.
all
And later, Yugi combined
all-
Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's
all
magic into
of
Black Burning Magic.
them, but like
promptly
only
defeating Ra.
having
This ain't
the
new for the magicians.
best
In the movie Bombs
versions
Beyond
of
Time,
them
they did something
included.
similar
That would be
against Paradox.
interesting
It's kind of crazy
to
that
see.
together.
And Jaden's Glow Neos
They're
destroyed a
actually
relativity
including
field that spawned
feats
an entire
from
universe.
But at
from
the top
like
would be the
GX
great evil
here.
god
Okay,
Zord,
I
who
mean to
showed
be
up
fair,
plunge existence into the realm
Yugi
of darkness.
and
It was time for Yugi
Jaden
to
did
finish the puzzle
fight
of who Yami really
once.
is.
If
There
the
is
monsters
that.
weren't real before, they sure were now.
And of course, the
Everyone
Millennium
has
World
soul
are.
energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will dual monsters into reality.
This
even
is
drawing
going to
anyone
be
he wishes by
important when
believing in
the
heart of
Shadow
cards.
Games
I knew it. He's
happen.
For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games
Destiny
too,
draw,
if I could
you know,
decide
just
I'd have
like
a royal flush
power
every
of
round.
Whatever.
the
Yami
part of
rediscovered his
the
Egyptian
cards,
past, his multiple lifelong
cards
bonds,
and all that.
and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place
See,
as the
we-
ruler of the
He
afterlife.
actually
Atem
says
used
it,
the Egyptian god cards to
Atem. I
summon
guess they
Karat,
were just
the
hiding
creator of
it
light.
for
She's the
like
ultimate
this
duel monster
moment.
who
Okay,
banished Zork
you
and
know
all
what?
his scary
Good on
darkness
you
for
guys.
good.
You
The
actually
epitome of
said
screw you, I win.
No kidding.
his
For Harakti created
his
Yu-Gi-Oh's
real
multiverse
name,
with
but
that
I
same
guess like
light.
for the
Judgment
introduction
had passed.
portion,
Across
yeah.
many duels,
I
evil
will
was
give it
vanquished.
there. I
There was only
will
one more
give
thing
you
left to do.
that.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person.
Yeah.
His victory
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch
Manga-verse.
Atem.
This
Goes
is
to
in
show
the
you that
manga,
money can't buy you
because
happiness,
that
but it
movie
sure
is
can
like
buy you a
very
sweet rocket ship.
There
manga-verse.
will always be another story,
centered.
another duel, another game, and you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
Okay.
It's time to death battle!
Okay. Interesting. Interesting way to do it. Okay. Okay, that's neat. That's very wholesome. Oh, they are literally starting out in res media. Nice.
You okay, Pikachu?
Formons out.
Four is tricky. Hang in there.
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack. And I set one card face down to end my turn.
Whoa. Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him up with quick attack.
You know what? This is interesting. Just like have all the Mons out at once. Okay, I like this. This is interesting.
Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Don't
Come
get ahead
on.
of yourself. You forgot about my face down card. Rise! Dimension Sphinx!
Ooh, Dimension Sphinx. Oh. The Gator does. Block the attack. Oh, he's knocked out.
I get it.
But it
Good
was a
thing we brought
Thunderbolt.
them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Oh, the Tauros! The Tauros! The Tauros! Oh!
I choose you!
That's interesting, yo! Okay. Okay, just bring them all out. Bring them all out. Okay. No rules. Okay, you know what, to be fair, they did say that. Oh, man. Yo. Okay. Literally all out. Are they, is Yugi actually, barriers. Okay, but it seems like Yugi's monsters are actually losing.
Aha!
Slifer, just off rip. Summoning animation, iconic. Yeah, let's go. Woo! Come on, no, yes, Egyptian gods. Really? Gengar? No! Wait, that's Shadow! No! Don't do this! No! Yeah! Seal the spear in the way! Get out of here, Gengar! Barrier. Oh, second Gengar. That's worrying.
Greninja!
Ash Greninja.
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
Oh, it's...
I just need
This
to
is
believe
it! This is it!
in the heart of the cards.
Oh! Okay! You know what? There was some comeback! There's some comeback!
Pokemon!
Yes!
Goddess of light!
Yes!
Magician!
Let's go!
Burning magic!
Let's go!
Erupting!
Let's go!
Dozer!
Let's go! Let's go! Yes! There's no way! No way! You loses! No way! Please! Let's do it! Yes!
Pikachu, let's finish this. Together!
Oh, come on! Don't let that run! No, come on!
10 million volt Thunderbolt!
No way!
You activated my trap card! Magic Cylinder! With it, I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your life points directly!
there turned to stone. Everybody.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
Oh, my childhood! Whiz, quick! I need your tears! We can save him!
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy,
That
and monsters.
start.
Starting with experience. Both Ash
That
and Yugi
start
have risen
was
to the top,
hype.
beating the best
Yo.
of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often.
You know what?
And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even a Tim's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale, since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and
that's
figuratively.
fair.
While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience, but when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi.
Yeah, same
Gotta
goes for
remember,
so
Yugi
it's
and
gonna
Tim's
be a
teamwork is
tie-in
second to none.
strategy,
They're masters
probably.
at exploiting weaknesses,
It's gonna be a
setting up
tie
tricks,
here.
and surprising foes with so-called weak
It's
cards.
gonna be a
Both
tie
could likely
in
adjust to each other's
strategy, I
unpredictability.
think.
His power of
Yes,
friendship
and-
invented an evolution
yes, that-
for Greninja.
yeah.
That's crazy.
The heart of the cards
Yeah.
is real. Look at his duels with American Paradox.
Fair
where he
enough.
bolstered his weaker
Honestly,
cards to
I gotta
take down
give it,
gods. With Ba
give it
and
there.
Ka,
And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
Yeah.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than
I mean, you
support,
can
Yugi can control
Dynamax
the pace of the fight
any
with cards like
Pokemon,
Swords
but
of
you can
Revealing
only
Light and Magic Cylinder.
Gigantamax
But I know
certain
some of you are
mons, to be
asking,
fair.
what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees and
Oh,
lift
yeah.
baby gods.
Yeah.
Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, seal ghosts,
Yeah,
cast
there are the
illusions, and mess with
barriers,
minds.
yeah.
If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
Oh, Yugi
So
takes
it
the
all
edge. I
comes
thought it was a
down
tie.
To the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ash's can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming
But it
beasts,
all
and are
comes
stronger than
down
the
to
black hole summoning
legendaries
Gardevoir.
However,
and,
Yugi's
well,
can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier
you know,
scale to glow Neos,
monsters
destroying that
that
relativity
are,
field with a universe. And Herakti
like,
created
Egyptian
Yu-Gi-Oh's
god
whole multiverse,
level
surpassing
and,
even
like,
Solgaleo's
maybe a
Sunsteel
little
Strike
bit lesser,
and Dialga's Roar of Time.
to be fair.
And Yugi had more than just monsters
Yeah,
on
that-
the field. Ash's strength was
I thought
also
that
his
was gonna
weakness.
be, like,
His
in the
power was
middle
evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining
the
Pokemon.
battle,
If Mr. Mime
but
faints,
no, that
more
was
psychic
like,
barriers. If you lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution.
Yeah.
And so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had. And he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him. and
Yeah.
even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage
Yep.
Ruler and Monster Reborn that
that's
could
it,
instantly recall
Monster
powers he's lost.
Reborn.
And he can, bend fate to draw whatever card
Yep.
he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's
Oh yeah,
deck
you
has no
definitely
pathetic
didn't
cards.
cover.
Exactly. Yugi's
Cover them
versatility
all.
and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
Yeah.
It was a good
You
attempt
activated
at
a
fun
trap
win.
card.
You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
Oh,
Is Yugi Moto.
man. Wow. That's, you know what, to be fair, the rules for that battle made total sense. I would admit that. It makes sense. But holy crap. They actually said every monster, every Pokemon, not even, so yes, Battle City and, Dualistic Kingdom rules with a mix of action RPG sort of like thing still happen for Yugi's side, and like for Ash, just unlimited Pokemon. So the trainer license did not apply. Little bit disappointed that we didn't have a multiply versus the Tauros thing. That would have been hyped to see. Little bit disappointed about that, but like that aside, in res media, Yugi had like every monster out possible, and Ash having 4 Pokemon out? This isn't a triple battle. I mean, to be fair, they did say every monster possible, and they did, and oh my god, Ash got wrecked! He got wrecked! I told you! Yugi stomped. Yugi stomped big time. And you heard it here. Yugi won the death battle over Ash Ketchum. And with that hype and excitement said, this is God of Caw signing off.